play, dude.
That's a play. Your name is just as bad as my name, bro. You're one of the few people that can't talk about my name.
I don't care. Like, if people say Kenneth, it's just...
All right, so let's do this. We had Scoop on the podcast before. We're just rolling in here. Welcome to Athletic Aesthetic Podcast. My name's Vinny. This is
Trey Tipton.
My co-host, Trey. And we got some guests in the studio. Return guest, Scoop. What up? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Doing
Kenny,
good.
welcome to Studio One, man. First episode in here.
Appreciate
How you
y'all
feeling
having
today?
me. Feel good. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, man.
So,
Thanks.
with that said, make sure you take the mic with you. Some people forget. I forget all the time because I look this way. I look
know,
up
yeah,
here.
we're all over the place.
Just take the mic with you whenever you talk. You're good to go.
Yeah, but bro, so let's talk about you guys and why you're here today. Obviously, you know, outside of Athletic Aesthetic and outside of the pod we did, we've been talking. We've been, you know, figuring out ways to work together. You got the merch line, all these different things going on. It's more than a merch line; it's a whole brand. And so you introduced us to your friend Kenny a few weeks back, and you basically came to us and said, we want to launch our own podcast. And I said, don't do it. It's the worst idea because, trust me,
It's hard.
been through it. We got through that wave of like, are you sure you really want to do this? And the answer was yes. And so we're excited because we've been having a lot of conversations on the show from the uniform design we did, where we're doing the North Allegheny High School uniforms we're going to bring those to life. So this will drop after that episode drops. We're doing a whole set of uniforms for a high school
With
team.
the AA on the
So
side of it.
it's going to be crazy. We need to get Woody High. We need to get Woody High in a set as well.
Got to.
So let's
we
start
can make
working that
We can
out.
make some moves.
All right, cool. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, so we're doing that. That's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Then we just did an episode with our friends from Brandon and Butler.
For sure.
And a meeting that I had with them after the show, we kind of came up with a strategy, which I can't wait to tell
we
you
wanna
about
talk
because we
about
got
it.
some plans for how we're going to work together, and I'm really, really excited. But that was also like a little brainchild that like finally was born in that meeting. And I'm like, man, I had this idea 2 years ago, 3 years ago. This is why I had that idea. So I can't wait to share that with everybody and with you. This is another one, man, where it's like we launched a podcast out of my basement, brought you on,
Yes, sir. Yes,
grew
sir.
this thing, and now we have another wave, another generation of kids that
Yes,
want to
sir.
come into this space. I call you a kid. You're not a kid. You're becoming a
Man.
brand, a man, but
Yeah, I'm
you are
getting there.
young,
I'm getting there.
dude.
We
How
getting
old are
there.
you again?
16.
He's a kid.
16, bro.
We getting
Like,
there, though. We getting
hey,
there.
Kenny, you're older, right?
17.
You're 17.
That's
Where are
still
you
a
at?
kid.
Gateway?
Gateway.
Gateway.
Yes, sir.
So we got to get Gateway in some uniforms too, by the way.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
But like, it's inspiring for me to see you guys, saying, "Hey, we want to do this too." And I'm honored that you come talk to us and say like, "Hey, let's figure this out together." So we're excited to, help you guys get a podcast off the ground. And I want to interview you and talk to you today cuz we've been going back and forth a little bit. I've been like, my schedule's been crazy, and I'm like, "Why don't you come in here and let's just talk about the vision for your podcast on a podcast?"
Great idea, by the way.
And so that's what we're going to do today.
Great idea.
That's what we're gonna do. So let's start with that. So like, what are you all about? Like, what gets you up out of bed? What excites you? What kind of things outside of just playing football, do you like?
I just like spending time with my family. I'm a real big family guy. Like, I play football for my brothers and my family. Like, I feel like I have to show away. I'm 7, 8 years older than my younger brothers. I have a little sister too now, so I feel like I gotta just show them that it's possible. I can be in the NFL. I could be great. I could be a millionaire at one time.
That's real.
I can just show them that it's possible. That's about it.
What they say? That's a play.
That's a play.
That's a play.
That's
a play. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
All right, so let's treat this like let's do a little practice run here. Let's treat this like you guys just launched a podcast. What are we talking about? How you bringing us in?
I said this in the car. I said
We've been thinking about it.
I
We
said
haven't
it's
figured
hard.
nothing out yet.
we don't know yet.
So you don't. So what? Okay, so then why do you want to start a podcast?
Start
Because let's figure it out together.
So we've been talking about it for a little minute, like, cause it's something about like us. Like every time we're together, like we just be brainstorming about like different things in life. So we was talking about starting a podcast, and then we was like, bro, we could start it in our house, and then we was like, bro, we could buy a garage site and start it in there. And I was like, why don't I just hit up Trey and Vinny? They could give us some tips. So then we was like thinking about like the reasoning behind it and stuff, like what we would name it and stuff. And we was like, we really just want to give knowledge, like get knowledge from who we bring on and give knowledge to other people out there our age and stuff. So like, you know, we want to get people that are successful, you know, and like have them like give us information, little details of how they got to where they are, and give us those little pieces to put to our puzzle so we can get there. Or, you know, the audience that's listening, the teenagers out there, the younger kids out there, and, you know, even the older people that end up watching it, you know, they still might not have reached where they want to be in life. So just little things like that.
I like that. I actually like
good.
that a lot.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. I mean, it's why I asked the question, because I learned quickly when we started this podcast that if I was doing this podcast just for me, like, it gets old quick.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're just doing it to see yourself on camera and hear your voice and, like, you know, make some content, and you're not really helping anybody else, eventually the work gets hard and you go, is this worth it? And you're like, you know, maybe you're stuck in it because you made a commitment to yourself and now you got to do it. But like, it becomes a grind. And if it's not about other people or helping them in their journey, you know, it's harder to overcome when it becomes a grind.
Right.
So like, you know, when you reached out to us for that, it's like, yeah, we could help with the name, we could help with the branding, but like, I also want to help you guys and like coach you through, you know, if you're willing to accept that feedback, like as you grow, because I look at my first episode,
Man.
you know, and it's like, you'll look at this as your first, is this your first podcast, like in a studio setting?
Yeah.
You'll look
First
at this
time.
and be like,
What was
what was I
doing?
saying? What was I doing? Why was I sitting like that? Why am I
Yeah.
swiveling in my chair? Like, I look back at my first episodes, there was like 2 years ago.
Right.
And I'm like, what am I even saying? It's not even my voice.
Man, I get
It's
that.
like, it's weird. So how do you think you are right now on a scale of 1 to 10, like comfortability wise with being in front of a camera and on a mic?
What, 10 being the best?
Yeah.
I would say like 6, 5, 6.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm confident, you know. I'm a people person. I'm
I
social.
didn't
I'm-
ask you, bro.
I didn't ask you. I'm like,
William,
I'm
stay
like,
over there. All right?
We already know, bro.
We
You're
know.
good.
We had you on here a couple times for a reason. With that said, man, it's important to know though, because like for me personally, when he first had me on, I'm like, man, what am I about to say on here? What is he about to ask me, right? And then on top of that, you start thinking about everything in between. And if you got ADHD like I do, bro, you ask me a question, I'll be answering your question, and my head start doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, oh, that's a good idea. But back to your question, right? It happens, right? So just get comfortable, man. Anything that you would say to me, just say to me. It's that simple. So
let's start here. How do you guys know each other? You know, you obviously go to different schools. So like, you know, how did you meet and what made you decide like, all right, let's do a podcast together?
So we've been with each other for like some years now. 7-on-7, we played for 4-on-2 Elite. And it's just like just bonding. We were with each other for weekends at a time, just playing football all weekend in the hotel together, going out to eat. It's just been close bond ever since we started playing for 4-on-2, and then we just brought it outside of that and really just started hanging out, going to the field, working out. So it's just been up since there.
facts. Like, he don't even know. So, like, before I even met him, like, because back in the day when, like, you know, there was a select few that was good in Little League, and he was one of those people, but, like, I never knew him. So they was, like, having talks to, like, the best people, and they were saying me and him. And, you know, I was like, man, you feel me? But it was just, like, little stuff like that. And then it's crazy because now we about to have a podcast together. So, like, it's little things like that where, like, it was more of, like, we just on the same path. Like, we got the same goal. So it's like every time we're with each other and we're talking, it's like I'm kind of talking to myself. It's like we got the same inspirations and stuff. Our mindsets are the same. So, like, even before, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, we just got, like, super, super tight, like, these past couple months. Like, we was always cool, but it was, like, this past 7-on-7 season, like, we just, like, started building, like, a super, super close bond. And I think it's more because, like, we was teammates and stuff, but we would talk, but it wasn't, like, we was with each other for, like, a day straight. Like, there was a couple of days recently where we was, like, all day with each other. And it's, like, now we knowing each other, we get to know each other more. Our minds is just, you know.
That's cool, man.
Stuff like that. So I feel like that's what's bringing us our bond closer and closer.
That's cool. That's really cool. So now that you guys are closer, right, and you guys feel like you're about to do a podcast, man, like, who's the first person that you really want to bring on to the pod?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Who's your ideal guest? Like,
Ideal guess.
if you had a dream
Guest, like right now.
give us like a few people that you're like, dude.
Dream guess is crazy. Dang. I ain't gonna lie, you wanna know, like, as of right now, who I wanna bring on here?
Yeah.
I wanna bring Braun. Like,
LeBron?
Braun wouldn't have been my pick, but what he just did, it is just going so viral and stuff right now. I just be thinking, like, that would be a great, you know, like, he started from nothing in Akron, made his way to the league, and now he's about to be playing with his son.
It's
Like,
crazy.
Like, I just want to know what's
Yeah.
going through his mind. Like, you doing something that nobody ever did before. Like, it's just like stuff like that. Like, I would love to have Braun on here or something, just talk about that.
Okay, what about you,
I
guys?
said the same thing. After he said that, like just him going through what he's going through with his son, like it's just amazing.
you
Like you
got-
don't see that too much. You don't see people playing basketball with their sons. Like it's just a special moment for him and Bronny. That'd be good to get him on here for sure.
No, it's crazy you said that because I know what Vinny's about to grab right now and it's about to make y'all both smile and laugh. So I'm going to wait for him to get back to tell you what's really going on. But with that said, right, so you're bringing Braun on and you got Bronny in the back of your head. What is that experience like? Because Bronny's not that far from y'all in terms of age. Like Bronny's what, 19?
Yeah.
You're 16, you're 17. That's 2 years ahead of you and he's making how much money now? So like in perspective, right, are you prepared to get to that next level? So you know, yeah, there it is.
Braun.
Yeah, there it is. I knew it was coming, bro. I
Braun.
told him. I already knew it was coming.
Yeah, Braun in here.
Make sure that thing ain't crooked though. You feel me?
It's gonna be crooked because
You know it's the aesthetic. That's what it is. It's the aesthetic. Let it be crooked.
there's only one nail in it.
That look crazy, but we good. Keep it on. You know what I mean? How did it look on? It look good on camera. Kick. We look good on camera. We look good. We look good. You ain't missed nothing. I was just talking about Braun, and then you interrupted me.
Yeah, dude, I had to just throw it up there.
Okay. All right.
sure.
All right.
Listen, we're gonna get him on the damn podcast, so he's
Got
you know.
to.
Yeah, facts. Braun
Got
will be
to.
on one day. I'm gonna get him or Bronny, one of them. I might get the whole family on there one day.
That'd be smart.
I'm gonna make it happen.
That'd be smart.
Get a couple extra mics.
You wanna know who another person I'm thinking of?
Hmm.
I want Eric Thomas on the podcast.
Because
Cause I feel like after that podcast, my mindset would just be so like,
locked in, huh?
yeah, like I'll probably go work out right after the podcast, work out again later that night.
That's what I like to hear. though.
He had me on a whole different mindset.
Okay.
You know, I did like. It's funny the whole Eric Thomas thing. Like he really exploded onto the scene when I was playing college ball.
Bro, that's what's crazy. I was about to say that because that's when he really did.
I swear to God, there was a YouTube video. I forget who it was. It was like a running back for like.
What do you say? If you wanna succeed as bad as you wanna breathe,
Then you'll be successful.
I'll never forget it.
Like that video dropped. It was like a running back for I think it was either ECU or
It was ECU, East Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like it was a motivational workout video. And at that time I had that was the season before that was when I had all my concussions.
Oh wow.
And so then I stopped playing football because like I didn't think I was gonna make it to the league. It was just like I should start thinking about my future. Like, do I really want all these injuries if this is not gonna be my career?
Right.
And so I took a year off of football and that video came out. I fucking came alive, dude.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I was like, I miss football, dude. Like, I want to work out like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
I filmed a whole workout video that summer, and Eric Thomas is like part of the background. Like, dude, it was honestly the first video that I ever edited
That's
was
crazy.
of me working out in the summer. And maybe we should like link it because it's a funny video, dude. Like, I'm just like in my garage doing pull-ups, shirtless, like with Eric Thomas playing behind it. But it's a funny edit.
Hey, I know.
Why
these-
you got that now?
What?
Let's do right here, cause Scoop want to mess around, put everything on video these days. So like, you'll see him working out, and then you'll get the little videos of him getting directly just his face, and he's trying to keep a straight face and shit. I'm just sitting there laughing,
bro.
like,
When I be working out, I really don't be caring about the camera.
Workout's different.
It's different when I'm
Workout's
working out.
different.
Like outside of workouts, I be
Like,
either. But like
find
when we
the
working
camera.
out and the camera be there, I just be acting like he's not there because I don't really be. Like there might be a couple times he there, I might like say what's up to the camera or something, but I be locked in. I'm
Straight
working.
business.
listen, I can't lie. The first time I met both of y'all, I didn't even meet y'all. I met y'all. We was up in West Virginia, watching y'all play Team 412. That
was like y'all first year. That was
it was our first year at the
Yeah, I
Goblins.
remember. Yep.
This man Scoop caught a drag route and did a backflip into the end zone to score. I said, hold on, nah, because you're not disrespecting me. Like that. You know what I'm saying?
That was for the camera.
Bruh.
No, he was there
Nah,
watching because
so
I
I was
remember he was saying
watching.
like that was the new Pittsburgh team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
kudos on that, but I don't know too many people who are fast enough that can take time to do a backflip, then into the end zone.
Yeah,
you know
Ocho
what I'm
just
saying?
fell
all the
back.
time, too.
Yeah, he
No, who was that?
Who's the one dude that did the front flip into the
that
end
was
zone?
Deshaun.
That was from the
Jerome
Bengals.
Simpson.
From the Bengals?
That was
yeah,
Deshaun
that was
that
crazy.
would always just go to the goal line and just like fall backwards into it. Bro, how sick would you be? How sick would you be? You remember that? What was that one game? The Giants, like it was like 9 seconds left, and they kicked it to Deshaun. Have you ever seen that play?
Oh, yeah,
man,
the
He like
Eagles,
houses
bro.
it with no time left.
Yeah,
They should have just
swear.
kicked it out of bounds, and he just like runs down the goal line, just like running
I'm
out the
tripping
clock,
him.
and then he just falls in the end zone.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm coming onto the field. I'll take the penalty, bro. I'm not losing, bro. I'm just keep it real. I'm a sore loser. Like I really am.
Facts.
Maybe
What if
not-
someone backflips into the end
Bro,
zone?
first of all, you kicked it to him. So now the punter guy get beat up. Just letting you know off rip. When we get to the locker room, I'm beating you up. Sorry. After that, then we gotta talk. We gotta have a long discussion because that's just crazy, bro. Y'all let him do all that to y'all.
That's crazy work.
Here's a question. Let's just Woody High versus Gateway. Who's
Y'all know who's winning.
Gateway for sure.
Y'all know who's winning.
Gateway for sure.
Okay,
It's gonna be worse than it was last
Do you guys
year.
play each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So we
October 11th.
October 11th.
Got the date in my head.
Oh, it's
At the
circle. Are we
Wolverine.
pulling up.
bro. we
Yeah,
might
At the
might as
Wolverine,
well
we need
pull
everybody
up.
there.
Might
So
have to pull up.
so do we like pull up and then like you know what I'm saying?
I need the uniforms for that game to be
Yeah.
AA uniforms, and we're gonna do
That
a
would
massive
be a
explosion.
play.
That's a play.
Bro, contact
That's
us.
a
We
play.
got.
We got
We'll just
you.
find some sponsors to. We have the connections on the thing.
got
We just
you,
got to
for
get the
sure.
uniforms produced,
Y'all's gonna get
which
beat
we
on
can
this
handle.
one.
We can design them. We can create this hype, and all we need to do is get some sponsors behind it to pay for the uniforms. We'll do all the work.
Y'all's gonna get
That's
beat
gonna be
on
a
in some
game.
hard uniform.
Hold on. Now I got another idea.
We gonna see.
What if we
I ain't doing no
what if we
talking.
talk to Jesse and possibly get them to do like a customized cleat to the winner or the player of the game?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
With an
Y'all
AA
might as
hat.
well
I'm
make
gonna
my
talk to
team now.
Jesse. I don't know. Jesse might be like, hold on.
No, Jesse will
but,
do it.
but I think Jesse might be wanting to do it. So that could be an AA day.
Crazy.
We gonna see. I like that. I like
Hey,
that.
but
Sure.
listen,
No, it's gonna be a fun game though.
Here's the
For
thing
sure.
though. So if we decide to mic y'all up, bro, I need y'all to talk stuff to each other at the 50.
I got you.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
don't talk,
I
bruh.
got you. I got you for the mic.
Before.
All right,
I got you
for the mic. All right,
I was trying last year. He wasn't trying to talk. He was just ignoring me.
Business. But I got you for the mic though, for sure.
Okay, back to the podcast though. Ask me some questions about the pod because I'm locked in now.
Dude, this is all I care about. I
Yeah,
just
that's
want to
what
go
I
to
was
this game. But that's a really cool perspective. Now, what's going to be interesting is if you guys launch this podcast, right, and this grows into something really cool.
Sure.
You keep this going, you're going to go play college ball next year, right?
Sure.
So this will be the first podcast where you'd have a college athlete talking to a high school athlete about like post college transition to that world of sports. So
Sure.
what is your recruiting process looking like right now? Where are some possible places that you have on your radar?
My recruiting process has been going good lately, but I missed due to injury. I couldn't go to no camps in the summer, but it's looking good right now. I have UNLV, my top schools right now: UNLV, Temple, and Marshall. Those are my top schools right now. So
Okay.
I ain't gonna ask you which one's your favorite yet. I'm gonna let you slide. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Scoop asked him. He said, "Yeah, I'm going to West Virginia." I said, "Yo."
My favorite school, like UCF.
Okay,
UCF.
I
Orlando.
love UCF. It's
UCF
crazy.
for sure.
It's crazy.
gotta
I
make
don't
it
know
happen.
why.
The
He
campus?
loves UCF. It's like
I don't
it's
know why
wild.
neither. I didn't really know what UCF was until I went there on a visit. And I was like, I like this. Like I can see myself playing here.
They're
I
the
love
big,
it there.
I
gonna
like
what,
it there.
Big 12
And it
now?
gives like
Yeah.
I don't know.
like gateway vibes. Like we got the same colors and stuff. It just felt like I should be there. Like it
You
just felt
Gateway
like home.
Gators, huh? It gives me Gateway.
It felt like
vibes.
home for me. Like it felt good.
I can't stand Woody either, so you're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, who cares about
Who cares?
WOO?
It's over.
DY.
Nah, man, that's cool. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's gonna be fun to see how this plays out, man. I'm excited to like be a part of it. So, we'll put in some legwork here and come up with this. Do you want to talk to like the name of it, or do you want to wait and unveil that later?
All right. With your experience, what do you think we should do?
See how he did that? He threw it
yeah,
back at
that was
us.
good.
I wasn't ready for
Back.
that. I ain't gonna-
Well done, well done.
Well done.
So I guess there's a follow-up question to that is, when do you want to launch this? How soon do you want to get this thing up and running? And how solid are you on the name? So talk about that. You came in here about 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna throw it right back at you.
Good job, Vinny. Good job.
All right. So you came in here a few weeks ago, said we want to launch a pod, and I said let's just have a full brainstorm session. Explain what that brainstorm session was like for you, because for us we kind of do stuff like that every day
All day,
around
every
here.
day.
But like you were like, whoa, this is
Yeah, swear.
a lot of ideas.
It was
floating
definitely a
out here.
lot. It was fun though. We had a good time over
Yeah.
there. We were trying to figure out the name, figuring out where we want to do it, how we want to do it. We start putting a list down for guests, see how it was going to work with our schedules and stuff. I mean, I think we got it all figured out when we was not all of it, but a lot of it.
How about this? Before we go with the name and like what it's going to be called and all that, who's the ideal person that should be listening to your show? Who's it for?
Who's it for?
You want to answer?
You don't give me the food. Give me the food knuckles. God dang.
Watch this.
Yeah,
Of course, I wanted to be our age, like around our age, the teenage level. But I'm not gonna say like I wouldn't be happy if like younger kids were, on their phone and they see us talking to somebody that they look up to as well, and it's like they getting the same knowledge just at a younger age. So, but I think the ideal would be the teenagers, the 7 through like the end of high school, trying to chase their dreams and stuff. Just
For sure.
listening,
Yeah, I mean, what is like a podcast that most people playing high school football right now listen to? Like, who are some other people that you look at in the podcasting space?
Podcast. I watched the Pivot. The Pivot a lot. I watching Aaron Donald's podcast yesterday. Like, I watch stuff like that.
Shout out to the Pivot.
For sure.
I watch Gilly.
Gilly,
Gilly and them.
for sure.
Cause I just feel like it's entertaining,
Yeah.
but like at the same
It's
time,
good
I
knowledge.
honestly pay attention to what they be saying. Like,
Right.
there's a lot to take from it. Like, yeah, I'm having a good time laughing while I'm watching it, but there's also some parts where it's real
Sure.
serious and I'm taking learning points from it.
See, I like
Sure.
Gilly too for the reason that he's like everybody's uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like I got an uncle just like
So
him
I
somewhere.
seen Gilly at the
That's
celebrity game, and it was like he was acting like he knew me. Like he mid game, he turned around because he out of bounds. He looked at me talking about you ugly as. And I just started laughing. He's like you know me, and I come dap him up and stuff. And then he said something. I was like, when I'm getting on the podcast, he started laughing. He said, "We'll see, we'll see."
Right.
It was cool. I was like, he might have seen me somewhere or thought I was somebody else. I don't know. But
So what are some like things that you guys have been through that you think gives you a unique perspective to be able to share on your podcast? Like what are some things you've had to overcome in your life, or maybe some things that you think you could help other people overcome that you've already been through?
Injuries. Coming back from injuries. Because I had my sophomore year, I fractured my tibia at a Penn State camp. And that just like hurt me. Like I thought about just stop playing, but like I couldn't stop playing. There was a lot of times when I was in my room just thinking like, am I going to run? When am I going to be back for football? When am I going to play again? But it's just every day that really pushed me though to keep pushing, keep getting better and better, working on myself. And then that's where I am now, like still battling injuries, but it's getting me in the long run. It's going to push me to be great. That's all I got to say. It's going to push
like
me to
that.
be great for sure.
I like that.
For me, I definitely think it's like the attention aspect. Like I always been like since I was younger, like not the center, but like one of the main, like to bring all the attention. So it's like it comes with a lot. Like you gonna have haters,
Sure.
you gonna have people talking down to you, and then you also gonna have praise and everything. So you don't want your head to get too high. You don't want your head to get too low. So I honestly just want to share my story because I always feel like it's an expectation with me. Like everybody expects me to be the best, expects this. I'm just walking around, I'm chilling at home, and people just hating on me for no reason. Like I'm minding my business. So it's little things like that. Like I want to show people like you just gotta let that go. Like it's gonna come. Like having haters is a good thing. Like that means you're doing something right.
Doing something right for sure.
So I look at it like I just want to share that part of my life, like the attention that I get from who I am and the things I do, and like everything that comes with it.
That's
So
hard.
at a young age, y'all both have a lot of attention on you this year, right? And the fact that you guys both play each other October 11th, there's going to be a lot of attention on you. We'll be there with the cameras, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully with our jerseys there too. Yes, we're putting that out there. But with that said, man, like there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of eyes on you. So how are you dealing with the eyes on you guys? Like I know Gateway right now probably got your face everywhere. I know Woody High got your face everywhere. So like how are y'all dealing with the attention?
I try not to really get into all that. I'm just like I'm still a kid. I'm 17 years old. I'm just playing football, having fun. I'm trying to just be at practice, be a good teammate to my teammates, teach the younger guys the stuff that I know that I learned from the older guys when I was younger. It's just I'm not really worried about the attention, all the media and everything. Just being me, just being a kid while I can.
That's the same how I am. Like I feel like I'm gonna just have fun. The attention's gonna be there. Like, you can't hide from it. It's there. Like
Sure.
it's known. Everybody sees it. It's more like the attention ain't just on me though. Like I look at it as the attention's on my whole team. Because I'm not gonna be the only person on the field doing something good this game. Like I can't win us the game. So I take it as like the attention might start with me, but then it might shift to our running back, might shift to our safety because he got a pick, or quarterback just threw a deep ball. Like so I think it's like the attention's gonna be there. We can't run from it, but I'm still just gonna go have fun. Like
Sure.
just be me and let everything else fall in place. Like Can't just think about, all of that. That's just gonna get your head off.
That's the
No, that's for sure. That's a great answer. Y'all both gave really, really good answers.
Well, it's good to to really dig into to this a little bit deeper, because a lot of people are like, dude, let's just start a podcast.
Right.
It's people always talk about it, but you guys do definitely have unique perspectives for your age and for your peers. So I think that people will listen, and I think that they'll gain a lot from listening to you guys, and they'll learn a lot about, even just being bold enough to, get on the camera and say, hey, we're going to do this. Like a lot of people, I think the first time I was ever on a camera with a mic was after college. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I ever did any media around sports, D2 school, like maybe a couple local interviews or something when they'd, bring in the cameras or whatever for, practice. They'd be micing up players, things like that. But it was never like it is now. So talk a little bit about that, before we wrap up. The pressure to not only execute on the field, but to build a brand around, around your name.
For me, I actually I think it's exciting, just doing because when we brainstorm, it's like when the thoughts come to life, when we make the thoughts come to life, we just be having a good time. On the way up here in the car, we were just talking, having a good time talking about this. Bro, we thought about this a little bit ago, and now we're really bringing it to life.
Yeah.
So it's little things like that. It's when you take the aspect, all right, field away, football, put that to the side real quick. And we're doing our brand, we're doing something for us. It's I don't see no pressure, I don't see no stress. I'm having fun. It's something I really want to do. And I when I put my mind to something, it's usually something I'm having fun with. So I just think it's this is just say football. I'm having fun on the football field. I'm gonna be having fun while I'm doing this podcast and things. So they look at it like that.
Only live once.
What do you think?
YOLO.
The same thing. I'm just having fun, just being me. I play football, just being a kid still. I don't want to rush into nothing too major. Just doing everyday things, everyday life, just being me.
So with that said, man, you guys got an incredible opportunity, because not only did you come on the podcast, but you're preparing yourself for when the camera's in your face full time, right? So when you get to that level, you score a touchdown after the game, what's happening? They come into your face to make sure that you say the right thing so you don't get yourself put on a camera or go viral for saying the wrong thing, right? True. So by you having your own podcast, you can control your narrative. You can control what is being told about you, what's being said about you, because we all know the media ain't gonna help you. Either they're going to give you something that they really want to hear, or they're going to tell you something that you really don't want to hear, right? So now that you guys have your own podcast, bro, it gives you a chance to speak into the things that you care about, one, but two, to tell the truth behind each game, each thing that you're doing. So before we wrap it up here, how excited are you to really be able to control your own narrative?
That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Control what you can control. I hate when things aren't in my control anymore. When I got to leave it up to somebody else, when it dictate my life, I hate when that happens. So controlling my narrative is a big thing to me. I'm big on that. Surely. I like when everything's left to me. Game on the line is me. I like stuff like that. It's always been like that for me. I like controlling my own narrative.
Same. You basically said everything, honestly.
All right, you know what I got to do here, right?
Yep, get it cracking.
All right, so we talked about the uniforms.
We talked about them.
Why don't you guys tell us what you think they should look like? So you got Gateway versus Woody High. Where's it at?
At the Wolverine.
All right, so you guys got the home unis.
The best field in the city.
You got the aways. What do the uniforms look like for this game? Can you just describe them to me and then maybe bring them to life?
Maybe.
It got to be black.
Well, you're the away team, though.
Yeah, throw them white unis on.
So, unless you decide you want to wear white at home.
I want some blue ones, blue or gray.
Oh, yeah, we got white.
You guys don't have a blue jersey?
Nah. Well, we do, but
you don't got a gray jersey, though.
Yeah,
we don't got gray. Jerseys. And the blue, we don't got blue jerseys. I can't say without. We don't got blue jerseys.
All right.
The blue ones are old or something.
White.
Maybe.
White. But yeah, I want some blue or gray. For me, I'm trying to step out on something different.
All right, so you say gray, you say white.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to go blue.
Blue?
Yeah, because gray on white's going to be boring.
It is. Unless you freak the powder blue.
I'm looking at the whole aesthetic of the game.
Why don't y'all wear gold, bro?
Gold?
Dude, an all teal,
gold
Wolverine blue versus a solid gold uniform would be the
We don't have
craziest
gold jerseys.
looking game.
They about to make them.
We can make them. That's what we
That's
saying.
what we're trying to say.
Gold versus blue. I think that'd be hard.
Almost like a UCF gold.
Ooh,
He trying to get me.
look.
He's trying to get me.
You can't even explain the Woodland Hills blue. It's just the Woodland Hills blue. You see,
Yeah.
it's different with Gateway.
Gold.
You can't,
That's cool.
you can't do that with Woodland Hills. It's just Woodland Hills blue. It's special.
You see
It
what
is. It is a special blue.
It is. It's a
Like,
powder blue.
It's like almost like a Carolina Panthers, but
Nah,
it's even darker. Like it's like it's like more
Yeah.
turquoise. Like
Yeah.
it's,
But you know what we say about those people from UNC, right? Because that powder blue, it's a little soft over there. So I hope it's not the same in Woody High.
You see, we're not powdered blue.
so
It get different.
So give us
over
the
there.
jersey concept. I want to know, what are we wearing? What's on the
I
on
want
the
some.
sleeves?
I want some like. I don't know. This on the spot.
What are your favorite NFL uniforms? Like you're like, man, they always. Look
I'm not
good.
gonna lie. I'm more like I like the plain stuff.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like plain
I think
too.
the plain
I like,
stuff be looking the hardest, just in my opinion.
I like the plain a lot.
All right, we'll keep it simple
Nothing.
then.
I like the.
Dude, I think I got what I need.
You're right.
Because
like-
in my head right now, you
I
just
ain't
said
even gonna say too much
blue
then.
and gold,
What you think? Yeah.
and you want them to
Being
be like
around you for
classic.
this past month or two, when you get something in your
Yeah,
head,
he got
it's
it.
usually
He
good.
got
So
it, for sure.
I ain't even
He
gonna
got
say
it.
too much more. I'm gonna just let
let
that
you
thought
cook.
in.
Bro,
Bro,
let
I
you
already
cook.
see it. Yeah.
Just gonna let you
Okay,
cook.
You
ready?
see it, then I see it.
All right, Kick's ready. We're about to. We just need. Listen, we just need the people. Who the people we need to talk to make this happen?
My head coach.
Head
I
coach?
mean,
Is there like a
AD,
board
AD
of
and head
directors?
coach. I mean,
Head coach.
or AD. I don't.
All right, well
One
let's
of them.
bring this up.
Yeah,
and
we can
coach.
definitely make this happen.
Let's
For sure.
make it happen, dude.
Let's make it happen.
You know, and if you're watching this right now and you're in that area, Woody High, Gateway alum, or like whatever,
Oh, yeah.
you're in the Pittsburgh area, you want to see this happen, we need some businesses to partner with. Put the logo on the jersey. Let's go. Let's partner. Let's make this happen, dude. Let's do some cool stuff.
And y'all might as well pop out to the game too. See a good
As
game.
well, it's gonna be a great game.
You know,
And
make a
big
energy's
deal
gonna
out
be
of it.
there for sure.
Energy definitely there.
Energy's definitely gonna be there.
We beat them last year, but I'm not gonna lie, they didn't have their starting
We
quarterback.
have no starting.
They lost their starting quarterback before the game. Obviously,
That hurt
we
us
still would have
bad.
won regardless. But like, it's more some.
That
like,
was the first time Woody beat us in how long? Years.
why are we talking about
Years.
years ago? Let's talk about
Years.
what recently happened. You only as
No-
good as
no
your last
quarterback.
game, you feel me?
No
This
quarterback.
is the pod.
This is the pod.
You
No
found
quarterback.
it. You
But
found the
look,
pod.
but
Congratulations.
I think more like on a serious note, like that's one of those battles where like it's an intense good game. You know,
Sure.
we definitely got the best of them last game, but like I feel like this year, I think we still can get the best of them. But like I think it's gonna be a good game,
There you
surely.
go.
No,
that
for
a-
real.
We gonna see you on October 11th at the Wolverine.
Because I was playing
7
like
o'clock.
I'm not a talker. I don't usually talk. Like when I was earlier, I was just playing. Like I think it's gonna be a good game, but like I think we still going, win. Obviously,
October 11th.
I got us over everybody.
7 o'clock at the Wolverine.
Even if the game started at 7:30.
All right,
Be there
man.
early.
Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap this one up?
Instagram tags.
_ Scoot Smith, man. Go follow me.
Lock 'em up for Kenny Lewis. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, same thing.
Ron, we're coming after you. About to get you in here in Studio One.
Bron, we coming.
We're ready for
Hope
you.
everybody watching is having a blessed day,
For sure.
blessed morning, blessed night, whatever time of the day it is when you watching this.
Wow, that was great, man.
That was a good one.
That was a good
I feel like
song.
I ain't get enough God in this podcast. You know, I had to put him in there.
Had to send them up there. I like that.
He woke
Shout
me
out
up this
God.
morning, you know.
All right,
God,
so
God did.
with that said, we like to end the podcast. Scoop, you know how we end the podcast by now. You done been on here so many dang times. So let's do this the right way. We're going to say we are Athletic Aesthetic. That's the 4th time I've done it right today.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll
Proud of you,
today.
bro.
And then you're going to look at this camera right here on 4, and it says, we love you. Okay?
Wait up. Is there a way that we can
You
we
want,
can add? Can we add something onto it?
Yeah,
go ahead.
of course.
I don't know. I gotta think real quick.
You let us know when you're ready.
Y'all,
But-
y'all,
I'm not saying that,
y'all,
bro.
bro.
I'm
Come
not
on,
saying
bro.
that.
All right, ready? Trey, I'm so proud of you for saying this. This is your final test of the day. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media at Athletic Aesthetic Pod. And shoot us a message if you're a local business and you want to make this uniform mashup happen on October 11th. So details in the description below. Trey, it's been fun.
We are Athletic Aesthetic.
We
love you.
YOLO.
YOLO.
That's a play, dude.
That's a play.